You can never be too far gone to where God can't find you. You might say you don't want him, but you need him. Because the only thing that matters, in the end, is what he's going to say to you. Either stay or come in. This is a testimony about me and my life, and how God opened my eyes. Sometimes I sat and wonder, what if I'd have died? What if I'd have never surrendered? You know, there was so many times that I should have been dead. Liquor in my veins and drugs all up in my head. It was a circle of sin trying to win at this game called life. A life of pretend that I'm happy. As I stand in this mirror staring back at me, I ask myself why. Who have you become, man? Why you living a lie? As I grind my teeth with smacked out eyes, I float back to the dance floor, thought I was living a life. It was a life so crazy, so wild and free. But even in the midst of all the chaos, his voice still spoke to me saying, why are you here? You know where you should be. And for a moment I would stop and listen, but then I would just shrug it off, drop another dose and keep on tripping. I was a self-medicated empty shell in a trance with blind eyes on my way straight to hell. Living in a fantasy world, real life didn't even seem real. You know, I got to the point where the only time I could feel is when I was out on my head seeing colors and trails. I lost touch with my family. That fast life was getting the best of me. Man, I wanted to change. I didn't want those drugs to be the death of me. But I started doing more to try to forget what I had done. But I knew the only one that could take it away was the only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. He came to this world and died on the cross so that we could have everlasting life. Now think about that for a moment. Now think. A man came to this earth and was tortured and killed for you and me. He can erase all your sins, man. He can set you free. Some people don't believe and they just don't want to listen. But you know that emptiness you're feeling inside? God is what you're missing. He's more real than anything you can see. Just because you can't see him doesn't mean you can't believe. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You can't see air, can you? Can't you still breathe? Now I'm telling you this because I have seen and done it all. And the only one that made my life better was that man who died on the cross. So no matter where you're at in life, it's not too late to give it to him. All you gotta do is get on your knees, pray for forgiveness, and let him in.